I've been living frugal for a very long time, and one thing I realized is it kind of sucks. See, I've always been really frugal. I don't even buy shampoo, and I just use bar soap because it works and it lasts a long time. And growing up, I had to work for everything. I remember mowing people's lawns and shoveling driveways just to save up $50 for a Game Boy. Later on, when I was 16, I got a job at a restaurant, and I also did construction, and I was pretty much working every single weekend. So I learned at a very early age that if I wanted something, I needed to work and save for it. So I just kept saving and saving and saving. And it wasn't until later on that I realized you can actually have too much savings, and that was a bad thing. And this is when I started learning about financial independence and investing, and I moved most of my money into index funds. And now I'm on track to retire early. And this was because I was able to live really frugally. Even today, I live on about $22,000 per year, and this is because I learned to save a lot of money. Like, why would I spend $100 on cell service when I can get the same thing for $15? Or why would I spend an extra $800 on the same exact laptop? Or why would I get a new car every 5 years when the one I have is perfectly fine? Even if I pay for a haircut, it feels like I'm wasting money. So being frugal for me just makes a lot of sense. But lately, I realized there's things I can buy that greatly improve my quality of life, and they're not that expensive. And this brings me to what's called the what versus why paradox. This is where you focus so much on what you are doing that you forget why you are doing it. So when it comes to finances, being frugal will help, but the whole point of finances is to ultimately improve your quality of life. If I can buy something that helps my overall long-term well-being, then it's definitely worth it. There have been certain products that I use every single day that have completely changed my life. And all of these products have one thing in common. They make what I'm already doing easier. And this is super important because it comes down to the idea of cost per use. For example, if I bought an expensive Peloton bike for $2,000 and I only use it 10 times, that's $200 per use, which isn't very good. But if I buy things based on what I'm already doing, I'm much more likely to use them. For example, I talk on the phone a lot and I listen to a lot of audiobooks, so I have a pair of earpods. And because I use it a lot, the cost per use is very low. And this saves me a lot of time too, because I could be doing dishes or cleaning my room and listening to an audiobook at the same time, so it doesn't cost me any extra time to do. Okay, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe. Another example is I have a standing desk, so because I work from home and I'm on the computer for hours every single day, the standing desk just makes my life so much easier. It's easier to focus, I'm not stuck in my chair all day, and I can move around a little bit, which is better for my health. Another one is my air fryer, and this saves a lot of time because I can just throw in food and set the time and come back and it's already done. And because it uses less electricity than a typical oven, it can actually save me money. So I could have been frugal and not bought these products and saved a few $100s, but because I use them every single day, buying them was definitely worth it. Travel is another thing I've been spending money on, and I think if you have the time and money, you should definitely do it. Of course you have fun, but traveling is going to create memories that stick with you for the rest of your life. It's going to create new experiences and also build your confidence. You don't necessarily need to travel to a different country, but don't be afraid to have fun and try something new. Appearance is another one, and this might sound superficial, but people's perceptions of you does matter and influences your chances of success. And there's actually a name for this called the halo effect. And the halo effect is when someone finds you attractive, they also assume you have other attractive attributes as well. And this can actually affect your employment and how much you get paid. Looking good too is going to give you more confidence and just make you feel a lot better. One of the easiest things you can do is find clothes that fit you. You don't need to go crazy, but having a few good outfits that will last a long time is definitely worth the investment. Another thing that nobody talks about when living frugal is the scarcity mindset. When I was trying to live on $1,000 per month, it really put me in this scarcity mindset, and that's all I thought about was trying to save money, and it took away focus from other areas. So if your default mindset is that you don't have any money to spend, you're not going to be making money. Instead, I think it's better to be a producer. So that's why I make these YouTube videos, because I want to make content that offer value to a lot of people and get paid for it. Saving is good, but eventually if you want to build wealth, you need to become a producer and investor. The end goal shouldn't be just to accumulate money. It's also to improve your quality of life and those around you. And what that looks like is going to be different for every person. You obviously don't want to be spending money just to spend money or overspend for things, but if you save in one area, you can spend money in another area. So I'm still very frugal and live cheap, but I'm a lot more willing now to spend money on things that will save me time and money, and also spend money on new experiences. If you enjoyed this video, I have another video where you can learn to save money on literally everything you buy.